Thank you very much, guys. We have the latest in the ongoing anti-terror operations, both here and abroad. A Christian-founded university backs off its plan for a Muslim call to prayer, and two teens on the run in a multi-state crime spree getting more and more brazen. I'm Gretchen Carlson. The real story starts right now. The war on terror, the new threats facing the U.S. and our European allies taking the spotlight at the White House today. President Obama meeting with British Prime Minister David Cameron for the second straight day. The two leaders talking about the Paris terror attacks, global cybersecurity, sanctions on Iran, and combating threats across Europe as well as the Middle East, especially in Syria, where the president says U.S.-led coalition efforts have weakened ISIS, despite claims from critics that the terrorists are stronger than ever. Listen. Good to see you both.
Good to see you, Gretchen.
All right, so is there a way to limit, Dan, the power of the pen with executive orders from President Obama?
Well, absolutely. I don't think there's any question that, and to some degree,
the moderate Democrats who are in favor with the Republicans on some of the big ticket items like Keystone and on the Iranian sanctions that we've just been talking about earlier in the show together, and the president still might not go along with that.
And tax reform and the Obamacare fixes, Gretchen.
Big issues right now, and it's ironic because of all the terrorism situations happening internationally right now at the same time. Why? Because his State of the Union message is coming up Tuesday night. So is the White House throwing aside the traditional model for the president's State of the Union address, saying that the event is losing its political importance? And the reason I ask you that, Dan, is because it appears that they're eyeing sort of these softer goals and sort of these, initiatives. Maybe it's because they can't get anything else past Congress, but it's almost like they've been rolling out what he's going to talk about in the State of the Union for the last 2 weeks. So why should anyone watch?
Well, the conversation, but terrorism is dominating the conversation,
True.
And that's the one issue he's not talking about in a satisfactory way to the American people. You look at the public polling, they don't have confidence in his leadership on that.
All right, Tony, Dan, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Security forces launching raids all across Europe looking to uncover terror. Thoughts are on this. Charles, let me start with you. Do the police officers have it right in turning their backs, or Mayor de Blasio?
I think they have it wrong.
There should have been like a divide anyway. Like, why are they having that whole conversation in?
Because de Blasio got up and spoke about his own family and personal stories. But I want you to look at this poll as well, Dr. Hochmeyer. Who's more to blame? 45% yesterday, I reported on a story here on the show about an innocent police officer, 23 years old, who went to a domestic dispute in Arizona. And he's just doing what he probably does every day, and hundreds and thousands of other police officers do. Yep. Shot in cold blood. And his body cam picks it all up, and it shows you the risk that police officers take every single day.
These people are out on the streets risking their lives all the time, and they make their mistakes, and we understand that.
In a big turn of events, Duke University now backing off plans to issue a weekly Muslim call to prayer from the campus's historic chapel bell tower. Complete 180. Comes as the school was flooded with calls and emails opposing the plan. Duke had originally wanted to play the Muslim call in an effort to unify the campus. Didn't quite turn out that way. Charles.
I can't say I'm outraged by it per se. I don't really like anyone in the story is my problem. I don't think that the intention here were...
Here we're saying that, right, and here we are like, okay, so, they're making the decision for, yeah.
And they said enough is enough, right. And they changed their mind. I know. Well, it can go both ways, right? Whether or not they should have done it in the first place is to be debated still. Gentlemen, thank you. Massive crash. Check this out.